Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Hang Out in Art. I'm just going to hang out with some of my art friends. Um, hey, Debbie, how are you? And do some of my Wanderlust art. So it's not a tutorial or anything. It's just me doing my art, maybe answering questions or talking to people that are watching. This is a live chat. So just a warning, nothing structured, and I will be talking to people that are asking questions. Hey, everybody. Hi, Galena. Okay. Give me a second. I want to turn my other computer on so I can see what you guys are seeing. Hey, Debbie, how is it being back at school? Okay, let's see who's here. Debbie, Galena, Eileen. Pretty good. Oh, was she planning on quitting, or was this kind of a surprise to everybody? Hi, Janet, how are you? Hi, Kathy. Okay, so what I'm working on is in the first Wanderlust lesson is typography. And one of the videos, it says just to get messy and make some background collage papers to use for the rest of the month. So that's what I'm going to be doing. This year, I haven't really talked to anybody about it, but my word for this year is big, which means I want to work bigger. I want to try to get out of just using my small 5x8 journal and try to do bigger things. So maybe I eventually can do big pieces on canvas, stuff like that. So I thought if I journal bigger, that'll help me do that. So this is actually one of the Canson 14 by 17 inch mixed media journals. So I'm gonna try and treat it just like a regular journal, use it to clean up stuff when I jelly plate. And like each one of these is gonna be a journal page. And then I also bought some special paper, like nice sheets of paper, that once a month I'm gonna try and do a big project. So we'll see how that goes. But for this Wanderlust exercise, we're just supposed to get messy, throw stuff down, not think about what we're doing. So that's basically what I'm going to be working on there. Wow, so lots of people are here. Let's see, I said hi to Janet, Kathy. Okay, there's Dorothy, Norma, Judy. I think I got everybody. So once I start working, I may miss people coming and going, but I'll check chat every once in a while. Talk to me so I have stuff to talk about. Let me know what you guys are working on. All right, so I put out some paint and I kind of messed that up. I had some leftover paint when I was jelly printing the other day. I found a stencil from Stencil Girl that I got in May. I found on my desk that I hadn't used. So I thought I'd play around with that. It's kind of fun. Hi, Linda. Oh, two Lindas. Hey, Linda, Lori. Okay, so that's, you get 3 stencils with Stencil Club. That's the big stencil. And then here's the smaller stencil. And then this. I like doing the Stencil Club thing because I get stuff that I wouldn't normally pick out. Like I would not normally like pick this stencil out to buy, but I found it, so I thought I would use it. Okay, so, all right, so I have stencils. I put some acrylic paints I just kind of threw on. So the next thing, I think I'm going to take some of the sheets that I used for my first page and maybe put those on. The theme is typography for this week, so I'm just going to use stuff with letters. I'm going to get out some letter stamps. I'll get out some pages to put on here. This is just some old scrapbook paper that I found. It was just sitting there, so I went through and looked for stuff with letters on it. So I'll put some of this on. All right, so I think I need a magic mirror. What's everybody talking about? I know. Remember Romper Room? Didn't they have like a little thing that they used to say each time? Magic mirror? Or was that something else? Oh yeah, the mirror. And then there was they said something beforehand and then said hello to everybody through the magic mirror. Okay. Yes, I know too. Something like, and all my friends have fun at play or something like that. I can't remember. I'm sure we could Google it and find out what it is. Okay, one thing I'm going to go do on here, which I never use, and I think this is what I'm going to use for my scavenger hunt page. The page that says use a supply that you never use. It's pastels, soft pastels. I never use soft pastels, so that was one of the things Kasha had on there. And she actually put it on and then spread them out with water. So we'll see what happens. And these are actually, I think these are good pastels. I found them. I have a lot of my daughter's old art supplies from when she was in high school, and they're actually Grumbacher pastels. They say they're artist soft pastels. So I think they're pretty good. Let's see. Just put some of this around. I should probably glue this stuff down. It was recorded in Omaha. Oh, I didn't know Romper Room was recorded in Omaha. That's funny. Jack, no say. Oh. All right, let me get a glue stick and glue some of this down before I go any further. My paint's still wet. Oh, Norma, you were on Captain Kangaroo. That's another oldie. I know all those shows. Captain Kangaroo, Ray Rayner, Garfield Goose, Bozo. Looking back at them now, they all look pretty lame, but we liked them. Oh, cool, Janet. Did you used to, your mom had a cooking show? Did you get to go with her? Oh, fun. So do you like to cook since you spent all that time with your mom and she liked to cook? So was it like a PBS show, Janet? I'm going to look for some more paper. I'll be right back. That's funny. Okay, great. So now I think I've already touched my face and got chalk all over me. Let me go find a book to tear some more paper out of. Okay, so here's a cool book I found. This will be perfect for typography because it has letters in it. It's just somebody's old spelling book that they didn't use. Oh my God, you had a carpet that got raked, Judy? We did too. I know, it was like once it was raked, it's like nobody walk on the carpet. All right, here's another old school book. I don't even know where this came from, but Let's see, who else is here? Hi, Shauna. Anyone else? I think I said hi to everybody else. I don't see anybody else that I missed. All right. Okay, so this, I'm really trying not to think about what I'm doing. I'm just kind of tearing stuff up and gluing it down. And we'll see what happens, because that's part of the exercise, I think. You're not supposed to really think about what you're doing. It's just getting stuff down on your paper. All right, all that's down, and then I'm going to put some more of these soft pastels on here. All right, now I'm going to wash my hands, because look, that's why I don't like using regular pastels, because they just get all over the place. All right, so I will get a baby wipe. Ugh. And I don't mind getting messy. I just don't like pastels, because then everything you touch gets on everything. If paint gets on, at least it dries. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so now I think what I'll do. Okay, so what she did with the pan pastels, which I've never done before, is she just took a wet paintbrush, kind of spread them around. It's kind of weird. I wonder if that makes them permanent. I know, isn't the handwriting paper cute? It's an old spelling book. I don't know if you saw it. I wonder if getting this, oh, the red is still wet. Getting these the pastels wet, if that kind of makes it permanent, that'd be nice. Okay, so there was a short 10-minute video showing her do her thing. I watched it. So I'm just going to try and remember some of the stuff she did. I think she took some black and kind of brayered it on. I'm going to use Payne's Gray. And maybe some more. I'll use this stencil some more and put some Payne's Gray on top. Oh, here's what I'll do. I kind of like this. All right. Oh, that's my glue tip here. Hey, does anybody know, does Jen stream on Tuesdays or does she stream on Thursdays? Oh, I guess today's Wednesday. Never mind. Was anybody else going to stream tonight, or does anybody else want to stream tonight? Okay, that's kind of cool. All right. Oh, thanks, Eileen. I'm really just throwing stuff down. Right now, to me, it kind of looks like a mess, but I know after I keep putting layers and stuff on, it'll look better. And one thing I think I learned from her, is how she kind of pushes stuff in the background with a white. So that's what I plan on doing. Oh, you did washi tape cover, Janet? I love washi tape. In fact, I'll put some washi tape on here too. But pardon me, I was glad that you did a washi tape page for your scavenger hunt, because I love just filling up a sheet of paper with washi tape. I think it looks cool to me for some reason. Oh, who is she, Shauna? I was talking about Kazia, who is the host of the Wonderlust. She does a couple of videos each week. One is for a journal page for whatever the topic is, and then another one, just kind of a fun one with prompts. And this is what she had us. The prompt one was just making collage paper and putting just different types of medium, using different types of supplies. And what I was saying was, what I've learned from her is, if you think it's too bright, it can always be pushed back with white. Maybe one more here. And I think, a lot of you weren't here yet, but this year, my goal for this year is to try to make some finished art that's not in an art journal. So I thought how I could do that is by working big. So I bought a couple big journals, which are big paper pads, which I'm going to treat just like I would a small journal, but they're large. Like this one, what did I say, was 14 by 17. And I'm just trying to get used to working in a bigger area. Yeah, the black kind of tones it down some. Don't put your white shirt in the wet bag. Oh, Janet, don't worry. I get paint on this shirt all the time, and knock on wood, it comes out. It's an old shirt. So don't worry. Don't worry. If I get paint on it, I don't care, because it's an old shirt that's too big on me anyway. So, but I'm bad though, because sometimes I come down to paint and I'll have been out during the day, and I just come down and think, oh, I'm going to do something, and I have good clothes on that I end up getting paint on. But so far, I've been lucky and haven't ruined anything yet. I know, Janet, that's what I thought too, but that's why I'm doing it, because it is intimidating to me. I've worked in smaller journals for so long. Like this one, this is just the Canson 7 by 10. And that's the size that I've worked with ever since I started art journaling. And for a while, I went really, really small. Let me show you. I went like mini, like almost ATC size. Okay, here, see, I went mini and did these little journals, which was fun, and then I started making ATC cards after I did these, because I thought I could use these as like starters for ATC cards. So I had these little mini journals that I did. And then these are just the little binder books that you get at the beginning of the school year at Staples. So I just did like these, and that was fun. But what I really want to work on a bigger space. So I thought I could get a journal and just treat it like a small journal. So we'll see what happens. So this one's kind of big. I have this one. And the only reason I used this today was I had put some leftover paint on it. So I thought I'll just do this. And we have to make a collage paper. So I figured it would be nice and big, and I'll have a lot of collage paper. But I have this one. And then I also ordered the large Dina Wakley one. And this one is 9.5 by 14. So it's a little smaller, and then it has all the different types of paper. So I thought that would be good. And then I have one more. that's over here that I'm going to use. Okay, and then I have another Canson mixed media one, which is 8.5 by 11. So I'm just going to make myself work in these and treat them like they're my small journal and see what happens and just try to get used to working bigger. But I thought, you know, what I usually do with, you know, my regular journals, I use them for leftover paint. This one's getting really full. It's not finished yet. But see, like these are all just leftover paint when I jelly print. So I kind of have a starting off point. So I figured if I take some of these big journals, you know, and put my old paint from Jelly Plate on it, then I'll have a starting off point and go from there. So we'll see. So my goal is to be able to work on a bigger work surface and then maybe actually do a canvas or a large sheet of paper, which I had said earlier, I had bought some big, nice paper, and I plan to do like a project a month this year. So yeah, so that's why. So that's my plan for this year, and we'll see what happens. How did Paula get wonderful? She just kept putting stuff on over and over again, Debbie. I know, and that's how I used to watch Paula all the time, and that's where I got the idea to, like, you know, clean my brayer in my notebook, and then you're not wasting all that paint. And then it's helpful because I've had, like, if you see a prompt or you want to do something, I'll go through and be like, oh, I like those colors. You know, I'll work on this page. It makes it less intimidating than starting with a blank white page. Yeah, so if anybody gets intimidated with blank pages, if you're doing other projects, have a journal where you just put your extra paint. You clean your brush off, your brayer, your stencils. You know, some of those pages in there, I have, you know, stencils that I cleaned off with all, you know, extra paint. All right. What should we do now? How is that polygon? Okay, now should I put some white on here? Let's put some white on and start pushing some of this stuff back. Okay, let's see. Can you see? Oh man, the only thing, I have to get a good angle for my camera. It's only bad. This thing is so big. There. Now I've got the whole thing in. It's just a little. Jack, no bark. Let me get a stencil. Maybe if I stencil some stuff on here, stencil the white on, some of the color will show up better. Okay, here's another stencil, girl stencil. This might look good. Oh yeah, that looks better than just rubbing the white on. Some of it shows through. I have to say it is weird working on a big surface. I don't want to cover too much up. Yeah, it is, Debbie. It's intimidating because I don't have it a focal point yet. But I think too, this with working with a bigger piece, you probably need to do more layers. I don't know. We'll see. That's why too, if I can, I'm going to get my jelly plate out this weekend. And if I can do some jelly plating, I can get more paint on pages in some of these bigger books. And then what I like doing, and this is something I learned from Paula too, is just you go through, and say, oh, I like this stencil, and then put it on a bunch of different pages. I'm not used to working on one page necessarily from start to finish. My art journal pages are usually done over a long period of time. All right. Hey, CB. Anybody else? I don't think anybody else has come in. All right. I'm going to turn on my heat gun. I'm going to get this dry and then maybe do some stamping. We might, Eileen, because a couple of times she said there was the one handout. What we're talking about, everybody, is the Wonderlust class. A few of us are taking it. There's collage pages you could print out to use later. And then in the video, I think she said she was going to do hers on one paper, but we could use like 2 or 3 different papers because then we could use them for collage for the next month. So yeah, we may be cutting these up, but we can probably use anything we have for collage. But she did mention about cutting them up and using them the next few weeks. See, but now I don't know if I'm going to want to cut this up, if I'm going to use this as a big, like as a large, my large journal. We'll see. I'm going to draw that lace hanging thing with the feathers. Don't want to make it. What lace hanging thing, CB? I'm going to draw that lace hanging thing with the feathers and butterfly. I don't want to make it. Huh. What lesson was that in, CB? Oh, okay. Because I thought I had watched all the videos for this. I haven't even looked at Creative Jumpstart yet. Because that's the other class I'm doing. So maybe tomorrow, maybe later tonight, I'll watch those videos and maybe work on some of that stuff tomorrow. Because then Friday there'll be a new Wanderlust. Okay, thought I had missed something there, CB. All right, so this is pretty dry. Maybe I'll do some stamping. Now, see, this is where it's going to be weird. I'm used to stamping, but I'm used to stamping in a smaller area. So I should look and see if I have a bigger stamp. All right. Okay, so I have these stamps. Maybe I'll use the typewriter. And then maybe this one. Okay, all these stamps I either got at Hobby Lobby or Michael's when they're on sale. Like this was a clearance stamp I got for $5. It was normally 10, so. I think Eileen's posted a couple of her pages. CB has. I haven't seen any of Colleen's yet. Okay, so I guess let me get some other stamps. I want to look for something thicker. Oh, here's some big number stamps. All right, here we go. I'd be happy to, CB. I love organizing stuff. It's kind of a sickness. Okay, so there's numbers. Oh, I know. Hold on. I've got some art foamies. I mean, it's weird. I like organized. And my theory is it doesn't matter how much space you have, you still only work on like a 2x2 area because everything else is a mess. And I have my whole basement and everything, it's messy. It's a mess. All right, let me see. I have art foamies. Okay, I've got these. And then I'll use these. Okay. I know, I love having my basement, Debbie, because I can just leave everything out if I want. And I do. You could scuba dive in your basement, Eileen, if you had a basement. All right. Okay, so when I use my art foamies, what I like to do is, they do have a little pad that comes with them, but I like to use my jelly plate and put ink on it, and then I ink this up on the jelly plate. Okay, so here's my jelly plate. I'm going to put off to the side once I make some room. Okay, and then I use Payne's Gray. This I'll just use black. All right, I'm just going to get some of my black acrylic paint. It's down here. Okay. Okay, I'm going to use the Sennelier acrylic paint. This paint's a little bit thicker. I think I put a little retarder on this so it doesn't dry up so fast. Yeah. Yeah, same here, Debbie. Now that my son's not here, he'll be back in the spring and in the summer, but yeah, it's just the two of us in the 4-bedroom house. All right. Okay, so here, this is where I will clean my sprayer off. And I'm just going to stick some jelly paper in there so it doesn't stick together on the page. Okay, so I think I'll rub a little bit of paint on here. Oh, this paper is, what did I say it was? 14 by 17. My plan this year, CB, is I want to work bigger So I got some bigger paper, bigger notebooks, and I'm trying to use them like my regular journals. So we'll see. But yeah, it's 14 by 17 or whatever. Okay, well, that's kind of cool. You like this stamp? It's an Art Foamy. It's one of the Art Foamy stamps. Put some white paint on here and see what happens, just to kind of mess it up a little bit. Oh, sewing, yeah, sewing tissue would be good. The Tim Holtz tissue paper is good to do that. Any kind of tissue paper is good to push back. Okay, so now, oh, you know what? Let me get some of my medical paper and I'll use that to clean off my jelly plate. Okay. Okay, cool. So see, here's that. Let's see, I did it on the, not the shine. It's nice and thin, and it's so much sturdier than tissue paper. So yeah, I'm liking that. Okay, so she had some aerosol white paint. I've got some, here I've got some Marabou acrylic paint. It's gold. I don't have white. Hold on. Okay, here we go. I think I have white Deco Art paint. Oh, did I order the medical paper? Yeah, I had ordered the medical paper before Christmas. I had been on a paper hunt, and before Christmas, when I was out of town and couldn't do any art, I'd sit on my computer and look for stuff. And I thought, I knew I wanted to go big, and I wanted to get some different paint. I like using different papers, finding different textures. So I ordered some Japanese papers, some Chinese paper. I got the medical paper. I got some thin B paper. And I just got a roll of the glycine paper or glassine paper. Yes, I did the medical paper roll, Debbie, here. I cleaned up, I added some white paint and did some more stamping, and then cleaned up with medical paper. And it made a nice cleanup print. It took off most of the paint and didn't even rip. I mean, this is really sturdy. Okay, here's my white. And hopefully that'll work. All right, so let's push this back some more with white. Okay, this is going to be more like splots. That's okay. Kind of like that. Why don't I use... Here, let me bring back some of the other colors that are underneath. Okay, these are the DecoArt acrylic paints, which I haven't used in a while. That's the one I bought, CB, $10.33, and it's huge. And I figure for jelly plating and stuff, collage paper, I'm gonna have to clean. That's the only thing I don't like about these DecoArt acrylic sprays. They do tend to clog. But then again, I don't always clean them off either. Let's see. That's too bad. Here, let's see if this works. I know, you know what, Debbie, I've cleaned them before and they work for a little bit, but then, like, this is one I had cleaned, and we'll see if it works. If this one doesn't work, I won't buy them anymore. Oh, okay, this one's okay. This one I had cleaned up. All right, so that one worked. Let me wipe this off. See if that helps. All right, but yeah, I had gone through and cleaned all of the DecoArt sprays because every single one of them had clogged. And like this white, see, it doesn't really spray. It splots. It's good for splotting. Oh, that's a good idea. Or just regular paint. I mean, it's just, these are the acrylic sprays, so you could probably just dump them on your jelly plate and roll it out. All right. Let me dry this. Okay, so I think she also got out some tools and kind of scraped paint on, so I could do that. She got a brayer, brayered some paint. So I'll let this dry and then decide, see what I'm gonna do. So has anybody done any pages in the scavenger hunt yet? Hey, CB, did you see the, the original typography lesson, and then there was the handout, and underneath that there was another video. That's where I got this from, and I'm sure she said in there to make some collage paper to have for the next few weeks to use. But I'm sure if you didn't want to do this, you could do any kind of collage paper. Which 2 prompts did you do, Janet? God, you've probably been so busy. Norma has 5 pages done. Janet, you've probably been so busy setting everything up, you haven't had time to do that much. I'm glad you got 2 of them done. Oh my gosh, Eileen has 9. Yeah, I haven't gotten that out, Debbie. I think I told you I got the thicker one. I'm gonna see how that works. Okay. Oh, the vine border. Oh, fingerprint bees. The fingerprint bees are gonna be fun. Now, how did you do your did you hand draw your vine border? Did you paint it? How did you do it? I'll probably use a stencil for mine. Okay, what can we do? I want to put some, okay, you know what? I'm going to scrape some paint on. Something light. I don't think I want to use white. Oh, good. I can't. I'm looking forward to seeing it. I'm sure you'll post it. Okay, are you guys posting all these? Because we want to see them. Make sure everybody posts their stuff. What color? Light blue? Maybe I'll do light blue. Okay, so we'll use these and then maybe some light. I think everybody, yeah, Janet, isn't that what everybody did last year? They just everybody just posted after they did a page because it's not like we're going in a certain order. I think just as you do stuff, post it. Because I know the main thing, I like seeing everybody's. That's the main thing. And I remember last year, I think that's when Norma started posting her work, I remember seeing her pages. But yeah, that's a nice thing with that they're not in order, so you can work on anything that you want. Yeah, or if you want to show people before it's done, do a WIP, a WIP, and post it. If you like what you're doing, or if you have questions, you don't know what to do, you can always do that. But yeah, post it. All right, let me get some. Maybe I'll do gray. Okay, here. We'll see what happens. Okay, I'm still not used to this being. Okay, this toned it back some. Oh, okay, Norma. Yeah, I want to see him. Oh yeah, you can post with them. How many can you do? Like up to 5 or something? All right. I want something light but bright. Should I do this? I guess I can't mess it up, right? I can just put, if I don't like it, I can just put more stuff over it. All right, let's try. I have to say, it's different working on this big paper. I'm not used to using so much paint. This kind of gives a cool texture. Oh, isn't that the truth, CB? I swear every year goes faster and faster. Okay. All right, I'm going to dry this and then try to think of something else to go on top of here. Is that Jen and Oz you're talking about, Debbie? Oh, shoot. I want to clean this off real quick. I don't think you have to, but I do like to clean it off. I do want to clean it off just in case I ever want to use ink and it'll absorb the ink better. Okay, I am just going to keep arting here. It's not dry. Maybe do I want to just... Maybe I'll do this. Alrighty. Okay, now this is where I'm wondering if I need to get some bigger foam things. Because otherwise it's going to take me forever. Do I just want to... Oh, thanks, Eileen. It looks better on the screen than it does in person. It's just all these layers. I need to get, I need to tone it back and then put some more, I think, black letters on top. See, I don't want to... Oh, it's got every color. There is pink in here too. All right, now. Okay, I'll put some more blue on. The bright blue. I'll just layer it all up with color. All right, let's see. There's some more blue. Hi, Carrie Ann. Oh, here, you know what though? I want to dry this a little bit before I put the blue on. Here. Okay, heat gun. Oh, I'll take a look at Janet's pages while I'm letting this dry. Oh my God, now I've got paint on my face, I think. All right, let's see. Twitter. Search. Okay. Oh, cute, Janet. Oh, that's really, oh, so they're together on one page. It's gone. I'll put it back on. Okay, here's Janet's, oops, cancel. Here's Janet's page if anybody can't get to it right now. That turned out really cute, Janet. There. That turned out really good. I love those little bees. Those are cute. I'll put stuff back. Should I put more of the, I'm going to put a little bit of blue, and then I'll put some more of the big numbers. Okay. All right, so now I don't want a whole lot of blue, just some specks. Okay, that's it. Don't let me do any more. All right, there, stop. Okay, stop. All right, let me go back. The black and white. Oh, should I put more of the stencil on? That white, this one? Hold on. Where'd it go? This one, CB? Should I do this one or the one with the lines? Or this one? Okay, I can put a few lines on. Okay, what I'll do is I'll put a few lines on and then I'll do the stencil again, but maybe I'll do the stencil in a color. I don't have my journal for the scavenger hunt yet, but I did make a page. I did the wanted page, which I posted. Okay, where's my black paint? Oh, here. Where's my sponge that had the black? My God, I wish I was one of those people that like cleaned up after everything they, like each step they did. I just throw it down and then I can't find anything. All right, I'll just use this then. I think though, I'm not going to do these dark. Just subtle, I think, with the black and the white. There. I think I want to bring back some of those the numbers. But not heavy. Maybe I'll do the Payne's Gray. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. I'm just doing this because I don't want a whole lot. There, how's that? This brings back in some of the numbers. Okay, how does that look? All right, now I think I'm going to do some of the alphabet letters, the Tim Holtz alphabet letters. All right, where's my... Oh, fun, Norma. You'll have to let us know what you get. Okay. Color should I... Here, this is just the stamp. Or... maybe I'll use letter stickers. Let me see what kind of letter stickers I have. I'll be right back, guys. Okay. All right, what if I did... okay, I'm cutting this page up for collage, you guys. I'm going to keep this as my first big journal page because I'm really starting to like how it looks. Well, they'll probably smell good, Debbie, when you send out your paints. They'll smell like mints. Okay, what if I do... paint and mince. Okay. Okay, I think hey, Vicky. All right, I think this is the way I'm going to go. What do you think? Yeah, what alerts, Vicky? Vicky, what alerts are you talking about? Oh, alerts for YouTube? Yeah, I think I'm going to go with these stickers instead of doing more stamps. They pop more than if I use different color stamps. I still might, oh, you know what? I still may put a little bit more white, but with a brayer. I'll double check on mine, Vicky, and make sure it's set up to send out alerts. Because I'm not sure, I don't know if it is or not. I wish I had some really big stickers. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go look for some more stickers. Oh, you were okay, so it's turned on. I've streamed before using my phone, Dorothy. What do you need to know, Dorothy? I've done it before. It works pretty good. Do you have an iPhone? I used my phone before I got my camera. Okay, let me. Oh, that's too bad, Norma. What kind of books are you waiting for? How do you make the picture fill the screen? What kind of phone do you have, Dorothy? Okay, I'm gonna go. I need to look for a small brayer. I'll be right back. Okay, here's some other stuff I ordered before Christmas when I couldn't art. I got these little brayers. They're kind of cute. I'd seen somebody take acrylic paint and it just kind of gives it some light texture. So we'll see how those work. I'll try those out. Oh, that sounds like fun, Norma. I need to check. I may have dubious stocks because I have some of his books. I have to check and see if that's one of them that I have. I can't remember. All right. I want to push this back with some white paint. Oops. There. Before I glue the letters down. Where's my white paint? My God. Just use this acrylic paint. Not sure that's what I'm really looking for. That's too watery. Oh, here's the white. Oh, okay, then I don't have that one. Maybe I'll get it. Thanks, Janet. Yeah, because I haven't bought one of those books in years. But I do like them. I enjoyed them when I got them. Okay. I don't want too much paint. Damn, I don't want that much. Just a little bit, just a little to push it back. Here, this is where it needs it. Well, that works pretty good. Just gives it little touches. There, just a little something, something. Oh, I kind of like this little brayer because you can really control how much paint goes on. Was the first one Griffin and Sabine? Does anybody know? I don't, would it maybe Black Splots? Oh, I know. I know. I know what I'll do. I'll do the credit card thing. Down, and then I have some other letters that can go down, but let me do these. Hopefully this will stick. I'll have to go back with glue to make sure the Oh, there's buffering? Oh, hold on, let me see. Okay. Sorry about that. All right, thanks, CB. I don't know what happened. I reset the screen on the computer I was watching. So let me close this. Okay. Oh, cool. It's got a little. Okay, I think I'm gonna ink the edges and call this done. And this is not going to get cut up as a collage. This is going to be the first finished page in my big journal. Let me get an ink pad and ink the edges. Oh my God, you guys should see my table. It is a mess. After I ink the edges, I'll show you the table. It's crazy. And it was completely clean when I started. Okay, ink the edges. Okay, this is my favorite pad for using black ink and inking edges. It's India ink. And I like it because it makes a nice, it's always nice and dark and black. Oh, I need to trim that. That was some of the scrapbook paper hanging off the edge. All right, let me trim off my K. All right, now here's where I have trouble. Let me see. Where's the perfect? Oh, here we go. I don't like when you do a journal page and then you only have like 3 sides with ink on it, but you can go to where the perforations are and ink it up that way. Oh, cool. That looks pretty good. Okay, I think I'm going to call this one done. Let me see what you guys are talking about. So you guys are enjoying that book? It's a fun one. What kind of painting did you do, Vicki? You think it needs splots, Debbie? Black splots? Anyone else think it needs? No splots? Yes, splots. No splots. I don't know. I keep going back and forth. You would splat it. Oh, gold or white? Oh, gold spots. Gold. That's what I'll do. I'll do gold. Let me get my gold ink out. I'm gonna do, I know I like it too, Dorothy. It just needs a little something. It needs something, and it's got so much black and white. I think the gold is a good idea. So, all right. I love this ink for splotting because it splots good. And you know what? Just for Debbie, I may do some orange splots. Just a couple. Yeah, they are, because they a little something. It doesn't overpower it, Janet. I agree. Okay, I like it. Okay, but this is not going to get cut up though. This I'm saving since it's my first big art journal page. And I've got plenty of jelly paper and stuff I can use for I've got other stuff I can use for collage, but I'm happy with how this turned out. So is anybody streaming? Anyone streaming tomorrow morning? I know Jean's streaming at 1. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. I have to go let my dog out. He's crying to go outside. All right, just keep on. I'll be right back. You guys can keep hanging out here. I'm going to go let my dog out. I'll be back in a few minutes. Can you go outside? What are you waiting for, Shauna? Anything fun? Okay. Buffering. Let me see if this will fix it again. Okay, how's that? Okay, you know what's really weird? I'm streaming on one computer over here, and then over here I have it on my desktop, and it was buffering, so I pressed it to live, and that fixed the recording. That's weird. But anyway. Yeah, her books I've done a couple. I love using her books though on journal pages. They're good ones to cut out. Yeah, here's another one I did. I did that one. See, these were my first attempts at watercolor. I don't know if I've done any in here. Okay, I've done a couple in here. He's cute. I think I did a bird page for the scavenger hunt last year. Okay. I love the lions, and this one I use stickles on it, so you see that sparkly? They're cute. They're just fun things to color. They don't take a long time. Oh, you finished them all? Really? If it's free, why not look into it? I'm gonna check it out. Little fox. And I think that's it. There's a couple that I've done and that I've cut out and put in collage books. I think I used one in the first napkin journal page I ever did. Oh, Janet, I know you had mentioned, are you still there? I know you had mentioned maybe working in your napkin journal a while back. Janet, okay, did you say you had a napkin journal you were going to work in? Oh, I know. I've got too much to do too. But okay, so here's the first napkin journal page I did, which was fun. I liked doing it. So I thought, okay, this will be my napkin journal book. So what I did, yeah, that's the only page I have done. I glued a napkin in every single page. So I thought, oh, this will be good. I have automatic backgrounds, but I haven't done anything with them. But I do have the napkins glued in. I know it's even just kind of fun to look at, even if I don't do any more journal pages. At least I did something with all these stupid napkins I have everywhere. And I love napkins. I think they make cool backgrounds, but I have a lot of them. Norma, how did you sent me napkins that were kind of starchy? How did you do that? Was that with an iron and starch or something? I know, and they are pretty too. Like, look at this one. That would be, you could just put a saying on here and your page would be done. Just ink the edges, put some words, and it's done. But yeah, I thought this was cool. I just tore off here, glued this down. Yeah, it makes nice texture. Yeah, look at all these fun napkins. Okay, with freezer paper, wax on one side only. Oh, okay. So then you just put that down and hit it with an iron? I'll have to Google it because I thought those were really pretty. I want to use those in my journal. Hold on a sec. I'll be right back. Hello. Okay, I've been streaming and doing our page, so I'll wrap it up and get off that. No, I mean, I've been on for a couple hours. I was just showing the journal stuff. All right, I'll see you. Yes. Okay, if he doesn't answer, they're having dinner. They eat late because that's when everybody gets home. Yeah, you can try, but if he doesn't answer, don't worry. Okay, bye. Okay. All right, let me see. Yes, with an iron. Okay, so do you put the waxy side down? You going to bed, Dorothy? Good night. Oh, here, let me see if I can fix this again. Okay, is that better? Yeah, I'm going to finish up here quickly. I'll just finish paging through my napkin journal. See, these turned out, I thought these were cool. Okay, wax side to napkin, iron on cleat side paper. Okay, thanks, Norma. I'll try it. In fact, I'm going to try it with that medical paper because that's waxy on one side and then just regular paper on the other, like matte on the other. So hopefully that'll work. Okay, here's one page I do. God, I think I should need to date my stuff. This is 4 or 5 years old. Okay. Oh, okay, good, Brent. I just redid my other computer, so hopefully that'll let me know if it starts buffering again. Oh, thanks, Norma. That's the only page that I actually did. Here's kind of a fun one with a bunch of candy. This must have been like a little kid's party napkin. Again, this one is cool. You could just do some journaling, put ink around the edges, and it's done. Oh, she had sent me some napkins, Dorothy, that she had done this technique on, and you take the layers off the napkin and then you iron the wax on the wax paper, and it just gives it a really pretty crisp, pretty finish. Here's a plan. And I'm sure all you guys have seen these napkins because I got a lot of them. I got them in swaps. I bought some at Tuesday Morning. Probably got most of them at Tuesday Morning. Here's my coffee beans. I like those. Yes, Bren. It's you do it onto napkins, and it just gives the napkin a nice finish. Okay, this is a pretty napkin. This is one of my favorite napkins. I like that. If you Google it, I'm sure there's some videos on it. Okay, that's kind of fun. I don't know, Eileen. What I'll do, I'm not going to do it tonight, but I will pull some out and see if you can paint on. I do want to use them in my journals. Your medical paper didn't have a wax side, Vicki? Yeah, Norma, if you could type it, or if you know of a website that has the instructions. Yes, the wax makes the napkins sturdier, and it leaves it that, to me, they look like they're crisp or something. Now, Vicki, what is your medical paper like? Is it pretty sturdy? Does it tear easily? This is a fun napkin. Peel the napkin from the wax and it will come off in one sheet like a piece of paper. Okay, thanks, Shauna. You take the layers off, right? You don't do it on all the layers. Oh, thanks, Norma. That's a fun one. Okay, so here's my napkin journal. Again, this you don't even need to do anything to. Freezer paper, Eileen. I thought she said wax paper. It's freezer paper. And freezer paper has a wax side and a non-wax side. Now, Vicki, I want to know, are you sure you got medical paper? Oh, you can use wax paper. Okay, good. Oh, and I have one more page I can glue a napkin on. And I can glue one here too. All right. Oh, and then you can sew on. I just like the way they look. I just like the finish it gives the napkin. Medical paper. And it definitely has like a really smooth side. And then it has more of a matte side. So did anybody else order freezer paper? So I wonder if this medical paper will work, just because it has like that really smooth. I don't know if it's wax, but I may play around with it and see if it works. Yeah, it's probably one of those things that you just kind of have to play with and see what works best, but definitely, we know freezer paper and regular wax paper. Okay, now to clean up my mess. If do you guys want to just stay around and chat? I gelled on it. How'd you like it, Vicki? I love gel printing on it. Oh, okay. Oh, you do quilting too, CB? That's something I wanted to try. But I don't sew. I'm sewing machine challenged. How do you like your cuddle bug, Janet? Oh, you're welcome, Judy. No problem. I was just home by myself tonight, so it was nice to have somebody to keep company with. You're doing Lifebook? I'm just doing the Wanderlust and Jumpstart. And I'll go look at the Julia Crane one because it's free. Oh, that's right, Vicki. When are you? Janet's classless. Janet's a smart one. Yeah, but Janet, you took on that scavenger hunt project. That's taking up a lot of your time. It's a good thing you didn't sign up for a class. Yeah, this group is good about encouraging each other. That's why everybody make sure you post all your art. Janet, you're funny. Okay, so I should probably start shutting this down. I'm happy with how this turned out. And maybe since I used this really, really oversized one, the 14 by 17, hopefully some of the other journals that I got that are smaller will seem easier. Because this was a challenge to get this filled up, and I have to glue these letters down and get the page filled up. But I think the key is just the more, where was this? I think the more layers, the better. You know, like when you think you have enough layers, just put another one on and then swats at the end. Okay. Well, thank you for coming and watching and keeping me company. It was fun. And we'll see everybody tomorrow. Maybe somebody will stream in the morning. Otherwise, I think Jean should be on at 1 o'clock. You're welcome, guys. It was fun. It was fun. I never would have did finish this page if you guys weren't here. I would have probably given up. Thanks, Janet. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Norma. Eileen. Thank you. Bren, Shauna, CB, Debbie, Vicky. Night, everybody. Thanks for watching. Bye, Ellie. Oh, and Vicky will be on Thursday at 4